About Golden State's offense, but efficiency-wise, they're #1 in the NBA defensively this year.
Well, that's why they've got a +10 differential as well. Rodney Stuckey knocks that shot down. That's why they've got such a great differential.
By West. Here comes Stuckey.
Good pass. Yeah. He did a nice job making the pass. Stuckey goes.
They got that offensive rebound. Stuckey pulls his way to the basket. His jump shot good. Again, the last four by Golden State. Stuckey draws the foul. Just offense for Klay Thompson and company. Damo Rudish is in. He catches, goes inside and scores.
Does a good job too. He avoided, that shoulder because he got it and probably could have taken a shot and chose not to, so you get a little bit more out of your offense. And why that is important is you got better balance so you can keep this Golden State team.
Then finish the road trip in Toronto, Boston, and Brooklyn. Stuckey.
Yeah, he's got to take that. Brandon Rush is a three-point shooter.
Steve Kerr was the general manager in Phoenix when Leandro was there. That's a miss, but Stuckey got it and lays it in.
Just because he had a good fight. They say he went straight up.
In this four-game stretch, now looks inside Scola. Shot clock at 3. Scola hits the little turnaround against Rush.
Well, they switched it. Rush had been guarded.
Injury early in his career. Stuckey gets inside, and 2 more for Rodney Stuckey. He has 13.
He's attacked.
Missed it. Rebounded by Stuckey.
Got plenty of time. You don't have to rush it.
That's a reach-in foul. The Pacers shoot free throws, and it turns into a 2-for-1.
Sure does.
And Green picks up a cheap second foul.
I'm telling you, that really was. That's great for the Pacers because that is as cheap as they can get. He's just pushing the ball up the court, and Green reaches in and fouls.
2 shots.
Draymond Green. Looks like he'll go to the bench as David Lee, who was the starter when the season started, and Draymond Green has taken over that. Stuckey now has 14. 38 in the first quarter, Quinn. The Pacers have held him to 17.
Oh, it's been terrific. The defense has been there. The rhythm, because they broke up the rhythm that they had when they started early. That's what you needed to do because this Golden State team was playing like they had Steph Curry on the floor in terms of confidence. Effective as with Stuckey, but and I was looking at this coming in. In fact, Stuckey comes right in with Barbosa trying to guard him and gets a basket and potentially the free throw to tie it up here.
17 for Rodney Stuckey. What a role he's on right now for the Pacers.
He makes a hard cut. Watch the back screen there by George Hill. And then a really good pass by Mahimi to get it inside for Stuckey, who knocks it down.
Comes in the last 4, almost 20 points per game, 59% from the field. And Stuckey, after missing,
fans thought it was going to be basket interference. George Hill knocks down a 3. It was a good no call, but a better shot here by Hill.
Stuckey, his 3-point shot, perfect. Rodney Stuckey. Here is
he's got
Stuckey.
it. Let
Shot
it go.
fake.
That's good if it goes. That's
Banks
good.
it in.
That's good. Good if it goes, baby. Stuck.
Rodney Stuckey is stuck in a gear that you hope he keeps the rest of the year.
Yeah, he really does have it on auto. Lucky Stuckey, you'll take it.
The officials will talk it over. I'm sure we'll get another look as Rodney Stuckey banks one in at the end of the quarter. 81-78, Pacers lead. Watson finds Stuckey. And we'll head to break with the Pacers leading by 3. Crew Chief Monty McCutcheon, Sean Corbin, and Scott Twardowski still at the scores table, checking to see if the basket they called good on the floor at the end of the third quarter is indeed good.
I think this is good. You get to see the ball out of his hand. Oh, it's close. No, that's closer than I thought it was, frankly. They've got to see if there's space. I don't know if they get an angle. Now the question is, what do they call it? If they're calling it good on the floor, that's good. If they're not calling it good, then they won't be, because that's too close to call. Yeah, that one's too close to call from there, because I thought it was good with the live action, but when you see it with the angles there, you can see he may have released the ball. It may be on his fingers. It's a tough one because you can look at the clock. It'll be 2 tenths by the time he's trying to release it. Okay. Well, I tell you what, it is pretty close.
That's about as close as you can get, partner.
It really is. I think we had one other where they were looking for a side angle to see if there was space between the ball. So again, it comes down to what did they call? Because I don't think this is inconclusive. I'm sorry, I don't think this is a conclusive play. Now that's a closer look. Tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's why it depends on what you call. Yeah, it depends on what you call. If you call it no good, you can't. I don't know if you can change it. If you call it good, I don't know if you can change it.
Monty McCutcheon has taken the headset off, put it back on. And again, the replay center in New Jersey, it is good.
Yeah, they didn't have enough evidence. If they called it good on the floor, that's all that mattered, because there's no way it was conclusive that it shouldn't count.
And so Rodney Stuckey, a 24-point game. Remember, he had 30 on Friday night. In his last 2 games, Rodney Stuckey 46 points in 40 minutes before tonight, and these are the last 5. And it's not just the points, Quinn, it's the efficiency shooting the basketball.
He has shot it very, I mean, that's when you're playing with just extraordinary confidence. That's what scorers do. They get on rolls like that. Now they'll go. If you're going to make a play, you got in a position to score, and that wasn't a scoring position.
That's what Green wants to do. He wants to take that mid-range jump shot. Here's Stuckey to the basket. Left hand, put in by Mahimi.
Nice job on the follow by Mahimi.
4 points off the bench for the Pacers. His 5th straight game in double figures. Quinn, he's been terrific.
Well, you know, Chris, the Pacers were wondering early in the year where their offense was going to come from, and now consistently what we've been able to see is that Rodney Stuckey has been able to bring that offense. He's on a bit of a roll, shooting at a high level and getting plenty of buckets. Here's tonight, bucket chart brought to you by Hometown KFC. Rodney Stuckey, 9 of 13. You know, and it's just like we looked at it in Philadelphia, the same kind of range. Every now and then you see him take a 3-point shot, knock those down, but his game is inside below that. And what their high-scoring team, the Pacers' trademark is that their ability to be able to play. Oh, terrific read by David West.
26.
Bigger on Stuckey, and they've got the 6'7" Livingston. David West finally able to get one with rhythm, knock it down. Steve Kerr needs a timeout.
Only his 2nd field goal tonight for David West. So after scuffling in the first 8 minutes of the 4th quarter, the Pacers come out of the timeout. A basket on a backdoor pass from West to Stuckey, and then West delivers.
Well, West has been delivering, you know, I think for the most part when the Pacers need him. You're right, early he did not make shots. But Steve Kerr, I watched him talking on the defensive end, trying to get his group together. And what they've been able to do is to get West in a position to knock down a bucket. That's a huge emotional basket, as well as a +3 lead for the Pacers. Time and reset it, because you need to get some time off of this clock. Because Golden State, the way they can score, you don't want them with too much time on the clock.
28 for Rodney Stuckey.
Rodney was doing, now Rodney may have a bad ankle, but he did a terrific job in backing up. Thompson is trying to say he got fouled a little bit by George Hill. The officials didn't see it.
So an air ball by Klay Thompson.
Now you get a chance to see. Now,
Rodney Stuckey at the free throw line, 4 8/10 to play. Golden State does not have a timeout. And Stuckey has 29, a chance for back-to-back 30-point games for Rodney Stuckey. Just sensational off the bench. He has 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal.
I'm happy for Rodney Stuckey, but I'm really happy for this team.